What is up, YouTube? How y'all doing today? So today I got something good in the mail for the hatch. This right here, so we can do disc brakes in the rear. The drum brakes ain't really working out and all that, so I'm gonna go to disc brakes, and I needed these right here for plan B, because plan A didn't really work. I'll talk about that in a different video coming up here soon. Hopefully about either this weekend or next weekend I get it into that and start working on that. But today we're going to be working on the hatch. We're fixing some rust spots. I picked up some paint and I picked up some primer and all that, and it's a clear coat. I'm going to show you how to fix some rust spots just so they look a little bit better. These rust spots are kind of like peeling up and it's looking like crap and it's getting on my nerves. So today we're going to fix that. So this is what I'm talking about. It's pretty rusty. I pulled this little strip off right here. I think I'm going to have to get a new one because I don't think you can reuse these. I'm not 100% sure. It goes around your windshield. But this is what I'm talking about right here. See how it's all bubbly up? You see how rusted it is right here? So I'm trying to take care of all this rust and this right here. There's one spot right here on the driver's side, one in the middle right here, and there's one more right here, but I've already started on this one. All I'm using is 80 grit. This one's 80 grit, and then this one was 50 grit. And I'm just knocking that off. And then see right here, I came across right here a little bit more. I'm gonna do the same thing right here. I'm gonna come across just a little bit more because there's a lot right here. I need to take the windshield out, but I can't really do that right now. This is actually a new windshield too, but this would have been a whole lot easier if I had the windshield out to be able to do all this, to get it looking really good, because it's rusted pretty good. So probably here in the next year or so, if I keep the car, depending on how long I keep it, the windshield's coming out and I'm gonna get this looking proper. But this is just for now to help it from rusting even more. I got a good look in this, but best as I can. I hit it with the wire wheel. So now I'm gonna rinse it off with some water. Now we can see, actually the wire wheel actually got a lot of the rust out of this section, all of it really. I mean, it's still rust up in here, but it's about as good as I can get it. So that's why I'm gonna hit it with primer, but this needs a lot of body work. You can see all the divots and all that. Especially on this one right here, man. Look at that. So I'm going to use some body filler. Where those spots are that we sanded off, it's like a whole bunch of like divots and stuff in the metal, and I put some primer over it and it never filled it in. So last night I filled 2 of the spots in with this, and it actually came out today. It actually came out pretty good. I'm surprised on how well it actually came out. So we got one more spot left on the driver's side. So I'm going to show you how to mess with this Bondo stuff. So all you do is take a little bit. You don't really need a lot, but I always for some reason get way too much than what I need. I just put some on this little square piece of metal. It's my little mixing tray. And then we put the little bit of hardener on it. Just add a little bit of hardener. Put the top back on. Then I just mix it, and we're going to apply it onto the car. So this is the spot I got left. It's a whole bunch of like divots and stuff right here. This is what I did last night in that section right there, which I'm surprised myself on this. To be honest with you, it came out a whole lot better than I thought it was. It's actually nice and smooth now. Same thing over here. That came out really good. This probably can do a little bit more touch up maybe. But this is what we're working on now. First things first, use so before you do anything, use Prep-All, clean the area, wipe it down, and then we'll start on that. Now we just need to get this before it hardens up. It's all nice and red from the hardener. You don't really want to use this, but that's the only thing I had. Smooth it out. Probably put a little bit more over here. Now you let it dry for about like 20 minutes or so. But this passenger side came out so nice, up maybe a little bit right there. But man, I'm surprised it came out this good. So I might just put a little bit right here. But you just let this dry for about 20-30 minutes and then you can start sanding it. So I started on this. There's a lot of body filler right here, so and it was rusting again, like it was coming through, but I got some body filler out right here, so I'm gonna go back and fix that in a minute. But this is ready to be painted. Don't look too bad. I mean, there's a couple imperfections in here a little bit, but it ain't that bad. That's 3 coats. Now it's time to paint, but the paint's not going to match at all because it's a little bit darker and I couldn't find the paint coat for this, so it's probably going to stick out, but this car is going to get repainted eventually anyways if I keep it. So before you paint or do any priming, use this thing called Prep-All. You can get it at any automotive store. It's called Prep-All. It takes like all the wax and came in and off the paint, so I'm gonna use that. And this paint's faded pretty good too. You're probably not gonna be able to see it because it's so bright out here. But there's two different types of gray. It almost matches with this top. But this is the brand I'm using. So that's the brand I'm using. Same thing what I did with the trunk lid. This stuff works pretty good. Make sure you shake it really good. You can really tell the difference, but oh well. I mean, I'm gonna repaint the car or wrap it eventually anyway, so you can see the imperfections. With the, I don't know why it's doing that though. See, it's like one, so it's a couple of these like this. I'm not sure why, because when I sanded it down and all that, it looked good. I'm not really too worried about it though. If you're spraying as any other vehicles around, take your hose, kind of wipe it down before you paint and after. Kind of helps it keep it from sticking. It was all blown that way. So that's 2 coats. I did 3 coats of primer, and so far that's 2 coats. I'm gonna let that dry for a little bit, and I'm gonna continue working on this. I'm gonna do some body work right here. So I'm gonna do a little bit of body work right here, fill this little patch in. I'm also gonna paint this, and then that should be it with the body work for now. I still gotta get this dent out, but so you're supposed to let this sit for like 30 minutes so it to harden. Well, I let it sit for like 2 days. I did the same thing for the roof. I let it sit for like a day because I had to do something else. But you let it sit for like 30 minutes to an hour, 2 hours for it to harden up. Then you take 80 grit, I believe. Yes, 80 grit. And you just start sanding it down. Now after you do 80 grit, you do 180. So it's pretty much smoothing it back out so it's level. So yeah, it's feeling pretty good, about right there almost. I did the same thing to the roof, 80 then 180. Then sometimes you're gonna go back, put some more filler in, let it sit, sand it down. So it could take a while. Primer. That's dry for a little bit, about 30 minutes or so. Do like 2 coats, you can sand it down if you need to and all that. And then we'll put paint on. So it already has 1 light coat. It doesn't match. I couldn't find the right actual paint color. But this is still gray and that's pretty much gray. So I'm gonna try to blend it as best as possible. Just let it dry. So that's pretty much how you fix little rust spots. It didn't come out too bad. You can kind of see it didn't blend in like I wanted it to, but it's better than a rust spot. There's a couple of stuff. I'm not a professional though. Up here came out better. It's kind of blended in better up here. So that's it on this video. I hope y'all liked it. It's just some rust repair and all that on the roof and on the little quarter panel right there. It's not perfect. The roof came out a little bit better. It's my second time doing it. Any type of like little bit of body work or painting. The trunk on the other side was my first time doing it. And the second time is now, and it actually came out a little bit better the second time. I'm not a professional, nothing like that. It's just kind of showing you how to do it, and if you have some rust spots you just want to do it yourself, just so it's not rusty looking and all that. It's not perfect, but I really don't care. I mean, it's better looking than actual little rust spots and all that. But when this video goes out, the brake should be in for the this hatch. All I need now is just 2 brake lines. So this weekend, hopefully, if it doesn't rain, I'll get a chance to start working on that so I can get this on the road and start driving this. SI videos are coming very soon. I gotta order a whole bunch of stuff for the motor. And I'm gonna start trying to get some body work done on that in the engine bay, but with the weather and all that, it's been right crazy this year. It's been raining like crazy. But I got some more work done on this. Just got to do the brakes, and this will be on the road. Hope y'all like this video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next one.